Hello and welcome. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another Heroes of the Storm game. Friendly team, Junkrat, Medivh, Varian, Artanis, Ragnaros. Enemy team, Probius, Falstad, Abatur, Cassia, and Garrosh. I believe Abatur might be free to play this week because we see him in every single game. Every single game we play as an Abatur in there. I'm a little bit glad that it's in the enemy team and not in the friendly team because I feel like lately I haven't felt the impact of Abatur that much. He hasn't been that impactful. I'm not gonna look for another word. Sometimes you just have to use the same word again, you know, but I'm kind of opposed to that most of the time. I'm one of those weird fellas that feels like he always has to use a different word, even though it would maybe be even more clear to just use the same word. I don't know. I think it's kind of the burden I put upon myself of having a literary creative mind sometimes. I guess I shouldn't call it literary, I guess I should call it more of like a vocal creative mind, but that sounds really weird, and I'm not even going to talk about oral creative mind, linguistic creative mind. That is the exact right word, that's what I was looking for. We'll fight over the vision point here, probably that's what normally happens in this map. There we go, revealed the enemies a little bit already with some grenades. Oh wow, I really thought we would have been able to get the kill there. Make sure that our team doesn't just die. And then Probius is gonna be a prime target for us because we know that Probius just dies, man. He just dies. Guess I will go top for now, but I hope to switch maybe with somebody later throughout the game so that I can really start stacking up my quest of hitting enemy heroes with my mines. And with my mines, I mean my grenades. Playing the doubloons map today, definitely one of my favorite maps. Really just like a fun one. Fun one for families and single parents all alike. Out of range of that. I think I can show a Falstad who's boss quite easily, although he is quite quick on his feet, so I guess he can dodge some of our abilities. We might need to make sure that we hit him with our grenades directly. Especially if he's gonna get some Abatur help on there. We might be able to just kill him here is what I was gonna say, but then Garrosh pulled up. I don't think my teammate is gonna be here in time. I maybe should have just auto-attacked a little bit more in order to try and get the Falstad out of there, because I guess it was just ballsy of me to be in there. We need to stay and fight together. Okay, Ragnaros, I will do that. I guess nobody should then gather XP in your opinion, because I think somebody needs to soak that top experience, just like Roblox God 900 is doing here in the bottom lane. But I guess I'll help out my team a little bit as well. I would have loved to be level 4 already so that I could be stacking up my quest right here. But I guess I will help the team out first before my brother Ragnaros gets a little bit angry. Let's just send Garrosh out of there for a second. And there we go, level 4 it is. Now we can start stacking. Or we can start stacking up really, really nicely, you know. Boom. Yes, very nice. Let's make sure they don't rip me a new one. Let's also get rid of some of these Probius towers now that we are here in the vicinity. Let's try and hit some of our grenades on Falstad. But in general, I think I do. Or is Medivh gonna gather the XP? Yes, he is. That is nice. I should definitely be over there with my team and just be throwing my grenades out there. Maybe I shouldn't have even gone around. Yeah, they all died, just like all of them. I can keep them off of here for a while, but not too long. I think it's gone already here. And I think I am dead. Stack up a little bit, maybe get the Garrosh, but not close. I am gonna, I think, mute my team because their communications are not that valuable at the moment. We are spread out, but that is because we need to gather some experience. If these guys would not be doing what they were doing, we would be way, way behind on experience. So I actually appreciate them for what they are investing in. Let's try and get some stacks onto Probius here. And either way, in the meantime, just defend the mid lane as well. Quite important. We are a bit of a counter to Probius, I think, because he has to place his towers together and we just get rid of them entirely with our grenades. Starting to say it right, starting to say grenades instead of mines. My brain is waking up. It's been a long day already. Had my first client at 9 today and then I worked until 8 in the evening, so that's almost 12 hours. Yeah, it was... Oh, we're not doing this, I guess. It was quite intense. Quite intense to say the least. Let's help out our fella here. There we go. Is she behind our walls? No, they have already broken up. Yeah, I'm sorry, but the balloons are gone, my lady. 5 clients. Quite some interesting sessions today. Sessions went okay. Might even say some of them went well. I was emotionally attuned to my clients. I was in touch with what they were saying and really, really listening. I am gonna get the hell out of here. I think it was probably right in time. Probius is hanging around here somewhere, I'm sure of it. I would really love to gather this vision point because I think it's gonna help us control the map a little bit better. Like, for example, spotting that Falstad. And we need to get rid of those Probius. Boom! That's a nice stack right there in the combination with the Probius tower. And I was thinking, I was reminiscent, I was reflecting on the day and thinking about how we wanted to end it off. I was thinking about playing a game of League of Legends together with my friends, but just as I got online, they all stopped playing. And then it hit me like, okay, I guess I should get into recording again. What do I record? A nice and easy Heroes of the Storm game that will suit us nicely. That'll do well for us. It's chill because it's nice and competitive, but it also chills the mind out a little bit, you know? It's a double feeling, but in a positive sense. We're getting some stacks, but we're not necessarily like really damaging enough to make a big difference. We have the vision point, but I guess the vision point isn't all that and a bag of potato chips in the end. Probius is stuck there. We are just stacking up. That's all I'm focusing on for now. Our experience is a whole lot lower at the moment. All of a sudden, I don't really enjoy that. But that is a nice skill that is going to help us out with that XP difference a little bit. Send Probius flying into our base a little bit. What are we missing? What do we need to focus on? I think we should focus on the cannonballs a little bit more, but I think we are also doing our best at keeping the objective in our minds as well. But maybe just a little bit more focus on gathering some doubloons could help. I'm talking mainly about what my team can do, because I think me personally, I am still just gonna wait up and focus on structure damage in the good old-fashioned way by just throwing my grenades at everything I see. Both Q ability grenades and auto-attack grenades, of course. I think I also noticed Ragnaros popping waves, so now we know what ability, what ultimate ability our teammate picked. Might be some interesting information, although when it comes to Ragnaros, it doesn't really matter all that much. Both of his ults are just damaging. No, that's actually not really true. I want to rethink my thought there, because I think that there's actually a lot more depth to the Ragnaros wave ability than to his Sophira's smash ability. Like, a lot more depth. It really is a world of difference. I don't really understand what Probius does, but I presume that's his ult, and it seems like his towers are immortal and apparently can reach across the entire map, so that seemed quite interesting. We had a Probius on our team yesterday and he was just shitting bricks. He really did nothing at all. So I'm not used to a Probius actually having an impact on the game. Maybe it's also a little bit early to actually call it an impact on the game. I mean, he was being a nuisance. He was being annoying there, but an impact? Maybe that is... Those words are too big. Okay, how are we doing in terms of the balloons? How much do we have and how much do they have? That's what I'm curious to find out. We have 4 in our control right now. They have the full 12. So I guess we should look out in the middle lane and make sure we contest the point still a little bit before they take complete control of the map and hand in their doubloons without any trouble. I'll just try and disturb Probius a little bit. I am kind of wondering what Ragnaros has been saying the rest of the game, but I hope he has been complaining a little bit less, because in the end we are doing okay, is what I am saying, as I notice my entire team dying. So I guess I spoke a little bit too soon. Literally all of them are just passing away. Yeah, okay, there we go. And look at my experience that I gathered, and then look at theirs, and then you can talk again. If you ever watch this video, Mr. Varian, just leave a little comment. Leave a little comment saying sorry, and I will forgive you. But only if you comment sorry. Because otherwise, you are in for a rude awakening that you don't have the slightest idea about what is good for you in a Heroes of the Storm game, you know? We need this experience. We are already a full level behind. If nobody would be doing this, it would just not even be a match anymore. There would not be a game available for us to play. Our enemies all paid up. That is a little bit sussy. A little bit on the sussy side. We see Abatur around here somewhere. Probius ult coming out again, so now not all these towers can get damaged. I can deal a little bit of damage, but I can't really help you out to the extent that you want to be helped out in this situation. And they are all just dying, me included. It's a rough game. It's a rough game. I mean, disregard that I have the highest structure damage, the highest heroes damage, and not the highest experience soaked in the entire game, but in our team. And then you can start pinging me, okay? If you disregard all of this information, then you can start pinging me. I'll help out our Bolivian here a little bit. Roblox Gold 900. I should have known beforehand that that would be the guy we had to focus on, that would be the guy that actually carries us. Although he is running into an awful lot of Probius abilities at the moment. There we go, we're all fighting together. Look at that. Look at how effective this is. Goddamn. I mean, I don't think we can even kill the Ragnaros. He is just 1v3ing us. I'm not gonna make my bomb explode immediately, but he should be dead if somebody could do some damage to him. That somebody is me included. The chests have spawned. I hope my team is focusing on that a little bit. I will gather 2 doubloons here. I guess I'll have to mute another person if the pings continue going, but this is just insane. People are quite talkative in this game all of a sudden. Fort destroyed, not perfect. Abator is going with the little minion build, which is also quite annoying, but I think in my experience most of the time a little bit less effective than his other build, so I'm actually satisfied with Abator going that route. I'll help out Medivh a little bit here. With the jungle camp. Jungling is of course quite important in the storm. And they are still just dying, still just passing away all the time. I think Medivh probably picked up everything there was to pick up there. And now I think they are not turning in the balloons. Even though they could, because they have quite a lot of them, they are not focusing on that right now for some reason. I guess because they are focusing on killing our entire team yet again. It's a sad, sad world, you know. Sad, sad. It's not true. It's quite a happy world. I had a nice discussion. I wouldn't call it... I wouldn't call it a nice discussion, but I had a discussion with one of my colleagues earlier this weekend. It's not weekend anymore, but during the weekend that passed, about like how so many things in the world feel completely out of your control that it can really instill a whole lot of anxiety, you know? In a sense of like, world leaders can do whatever the fuck they want and you will not have a say in that in the slightest. And that can scare you to pieces, you know? That can really just like destroy your mental. Once you realize it, once you realize how much is outside of your control. And it's not like just trivial things that are outside of your control. No, it really is like one of the most essential parts of life, which is your general safety on a geopolitical level, you know? And that is completely out of your control. That is a scary thought to have. Let's lace this area with bombs a bit. Let my passive be popped. I'm not gonna blow that up immediately because I want that Cassia to remain here. Somebody gonna get this guy off me. Yes, they are. Okay, looks like your old buddy's little bomb adventure did something for the team there, huh? Hopefully they can finally see a little bit of my value at least. I'm still top of the leaderboard on almost all stats, but hero damage, Cassia is all of a sudden like really just took me around the corner and spanked me on my ass and made me her little bitch. That went quickly, a little bit too quickly for my liking. She has all of a sudden just stacked up a whole bunch of hero damage. I am gonna try to be careful here a little bit, move out of here in time and focus on some doubloon collection a little bit, because the enemy team is definitely gonna be heading over to my location there in order to try and stop me from my push. So I will just focus on these 2 doubloons and then get the ones in the top lane as well, while I see Artanis is also clearing out this side of the map. Yeah, a lot of control. A lot of control we are exerting over the map here. 6 doubloons, nothing to sneeze at in the slightest. Maybe he will understand that I can collect the doubloons in order to just turn them in once, but I presume he will probably not. I guess he did. I guess he did. Or maybe he was just too slow. Alright, now all I need to do is turn in these 8 doubloons without dying. Make sure I don't walk in too many abattoir mines to give away my location, but I think nobody is close here, so I can just head in there. Hopefully. Nice, nice. A payout of 8 doubloons is nothing to sneeze at in the slightest. And now I will just make sure that I don't overstay my welcome here. I'll try and save Artanis a little bit. If they move along further, I'll just send them back away. His laser is doing work, just dealing some nice damage. She moved straight into my trap, which is, I think, quite... Let's move away from each other if you can. There we go. Okay, nice pick on the Cassia. We have 5 doubloons in our possession as a team right now. Not quite enough to actually get the cannons firing, but we're getting closer and closer. Let's gather 2 more here. Check the timer on these guys. That's an entire minute. That's not something I will wait for. I will help out my team. Chests are helpful, of course. Let's get in there and deal some damage to it. I don't think my trap will probably do any damage to the chest. If he is smart, he lets me pick up the coins. Well, I guess it doesn't necessarily really matter, but now all of us have to turn them in undisturbed instead of only one person. We have enough here, right? Ragnaros shouldn't join us. Nice. Maybe get a little bit of zone control in there. Thank you. Thank you very much, Raggy Waggy. Alright, we're looking golden. We're looking great, actually. Our XP deficit has caught up. We are dealing some siege damage because of all these cannons firing. And I might get a little Probius kill. Ooh, close enough. Our damage has really popped off now that we are level 20. That is one of our essential talents. They are definitely going to be doing this. They are not. Well then, let's do it together, Artanis. I got you, homie. Keep destroyed, that's nice. Ragnaros waves are still gaining us a lot of map pressure all the time. Yeah, we are in control. We are in control of this game. I think I will just keep focusing on the balloons for now. Because that means that we won't even have to get a push in there. If the Ragnaros can counter any push they can put out, and we can just keep on firing the cannons, their base will just fall. They have only 3 doubloons in their possession at this point in time. It seems like my team is dying a little bit, but I'm just gonna do my thing for now, you know? 6 doubloons, that's already quite nice. Everybody died though. That's not necessarily that nice. Boom. I'm not gonna mingle. I'm not gonna dabble in whatever they are doing there. I'm just gonna be careful, hang around with my belief. If I can, if I do find the opportunity, maybe just turn in my 6 doubloons real quickly, but I'm keeping my eyes peeled to get out of here quickly enough. They are going to the boss. That explains a lot. I will head up there as soon as I can. On my way, Varian, buddy boy. 6 out of 18, 6 in our possession. Are they all with Medivh? Yes, they are, and he's turning them in as well. That will mean that we are at 12 and that we need 6 more. This is going to be epic. I think I'm going to be able to deal quite some damage in these close quarters here. I'll do this in the hopes that our variant can get the... Oh, please. Some respect on my name. I beg you to see that I am actually contributing to this game in a nice fashion. Satisfied with how I played that there. I knew I had to get a spread fully in there for sure in such tight quarters, but then I thought if I just deal a whole lot of damage here, my buddy Varian will surely be able to get rid of the rest of their team and kill get the boss in our control. And nothing was further from the truth. No, it actually was like the complete truth. Satisfied with the gameplay we are providing here. A bit more of an eventful game than yesterday. A bit more plays, but then again I have been jungling for a while already, so maybe it's not necessarily completely true. We both collected 1 coin again, but I guess in this position I was also in the wrong there, because I could have given both to him. Which is what I might do here, if he follows me along. He does love jungling with me, doesn't he, this Artanis? Our boss has dealt a little bit of damage to the core already. You can grab the doubloons if you want, buddy. 30 seconds on this one. 20 seconds on that one. I'm gonna just head over here and help out Medivh for a second. Medivh, of course, rarely needs help. We need 20 doubloons right now, which is quite the hefty amount. Oh, team is fighting. I can provide a nice array of bombs here, which they will notice way too late and they will already be dead. Get back here, you pussy boy. You are not escaping. I mean, come on. These guys were pinging me? They were pinging me? They were pinging their homie, the Junkrat aficionado, the Junkrat expert. That'll probably be the last time they ever ping me in a Heroes of the Storm game, I'll tell you that much. I am showing them my worth for sure. In my humble opinion, at least. Probius, buddy, I don't think you want this heat. Even after popping your ult, you don't want this heat, I can tell you that much. As soon as my... Yeah, no, you don't want to be close. You don't want to be close to me. I'll tell you. I'll tell you straight up, you don't want to be here. If an enemy comes close to me now, I can just rocket right out of there. I was gonna destroy the keep, but the keep is already destroyed. I'll just get one Probius turret with it. Not the best payout, but distracted them. Chests, that means 10, so that means that we can get to 19. Yeah, we definitely need to focus on these chests and then just pay up, and then the game will definitely be over. I love it when you can finish the game by just focusing on objectives, you know? That's what Heroes of the Storm is all about. That's also what differentiates it from League in a large sense, in my opinion. Sure, objectives are important in League, things like Dragon and Baron, but they rarely completely finish the game for you. And here in Heroes, yes, they can. As Obama already told us, you know. Cassia, you don't want this. Of course, they are gonna be focused on contesting this in a large fashion. They really don't want us to end the game like this, because they are also very much aware that this could be the game ender, for sure. Medivh, are you enough to kill this girl together? You need to get out of there, man. You needed to get out of there. And I needed to get out of there as well. We might be in trouble. I think it might be an angle where we just try to finish in the old-fashioned way. And I don't mean by a hand chop, but I mean by just walking to their base and destroying the core with the good old grenade launcher. Bitch, shut your ass already. I'm gonna make the assumption with quite some confidence that the guys, the homies, are still talking. We might not have to worry about how we finish this game off at all, because they might just finish off the game here. Artanis is doing a great job at defending. Varian could have maybe ended if he was just sticking around with them. I'm a little bit worried, but I'm not that worried, especially if they are recalling. The boss is up in 45 seconds. Do boss and end. Let's just communicate with our team a little bit, you know, a little bit of shot calling. I don't want to pretend like I know the best approach, but let's just head over to boss and use that to destroy their base. Let's just get boss and end. Get out of mid. Don't need the balloons. Please. I don't think they necessarily hurt me. Which is quite sad, because now the enemy team is probably just gonna be on my ass in a couple of seconds. Artanis is headed over here. We might be able to two-man it. Let's try at least. I think we have to try if we want to make any chance at all. But I think the rest of the team should have been here a bit quicker already. Medivh is of course quite efficient at traversing the map at high speed, so he will be here to provide some aid. But I hope the enemy team is not headed over here as well, and I hope they will not disturb us in our little endeavor to get the boss here. It seems like they are too focused on the rest of the map, although Garrosh is making his way downtown, walking quite fast. Not fast enough though. We can for sure just use this boss to walk into their base. Let's push along with the top wave a little bit. Varian, push bot. Okay, okay. They are listening to me a little bit. And the rest of the team should be over here, just helping me out for sure. Medivh is on his way. Because that boss is like, it's a late game boss, so it has a lot of health. I need a little bit more assistance on this side, I think. Distract them from the boss a little bit, or we were just throwing Cassia out there. Who died? How did Ragnaros die? I don't think I even want to know. Don't get caught, don't get caught. They are not... The boss is not dealing enough damage to the core. Artanis laser is on enemy heroes and not on the core. I'll try, if they don't disturb me, to just start throwing grenades at it, you know? Just start throwing grenades. Even if I clear out the minion waves instantly, that is still quite valuable. Let's throw our bomb out there for that cannon minion, but we need to be careful now because we can definitely be flanked. Yep, let's just get out of here. She's not quicker than me, right? Looks like she's a little bit quicker than me. Oh, she got minion blocked, I think. No, she got attacked by the minion. I mean, of course, I knew that, and I was directing her straight into the minion, of course. They don't have any doubloons to turn in. Why do we have 33? They just gave the enemy team the victory. Yeah, they just handed over the victory. I'm a little bit PO'd, you know? We're not gonna be able to stop that at all. Our best bet is to try and just push in, and I guess in some miracle way or something, get rid of their base before they notice me. But that, yeah, they just gave them like 1,000,000 doubloons, you know? I'll go over here and try something, but Probius noticed that I was gonna do this, so I guess it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy in the slightest. Pop myself into his range. Oh no. Ah, fuck. Yeah, well, that's gonna be it. Misplay. Should have definitely popped Rocket right as soon as I saw Garrusher out there. Maybe I shouldn't have been there at all, but I had to try something. I think it's not gonna matter though, because I think they have enough doubloons to just pop the cannons again, and that will be the destruction of our base. 11. Okay. We have 14. I guess now we can focus on... Oh, it's just Medivh. It's just Medivh. He just needs to turn in. Try to wait for me. Oh, why? Why? I mean, I'm not gonna complain because I just did a major misplay that cost me my life without any merit at all, but that Artanis had no business dashing in there. Just like... none at all. If Medivh turns in, the game can, I think, be over, but we need to be careful because they are going to be stacking up the balloons left and right. The boss is still quite a way away, right? Yeah, 1 minute and 30. I guess I will just stick around with the rest of my team for now, but especially with Medivh, because I am starting to believe that Medivh is the only sane player on our team. Oh, this is going to be epic. This is going to be very epic. Let's deal some damage, huh? Let's deal some fucking damage. That's half of their team gone. Medivh just needs to turn in. We all need to be here. We all just need to help him out. That's everything we need to do at this point. He's gonna do that probably, which is probably gonna mean that these turrets are gonna be unstoppable for a second. Okay, Ragnaros can just die. That's interesting. Varian is jungling at this point in time, which I must say is one of the more interesting approaches he can use at this stage of the game. Let's just destroy this area with grenades, because we need to do it to gather control. I mean, that guy has 1 health point. This has to be it, right? Medivh, I believe in you. Kill the Probius. He's gonna be a little shit, for sure. Great. Oh, beautiful play by Medivh there. No Falstad ult. That might be it. That might be it. I will just head in there, straight into their base, and just deal a little bit of additional damage to their core. But I think it's already gonna be over. Oh, it is so over. I'm so glad I muted those 2 people. Oh, I think that saved me a lot cancer. Well, welcome to the League community playing some Heroes of the Storm. In what universe? I'm not even gonna speak about it. Where am I? We're not gonna talk about it. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. This is not enough to get to 15, right? Oh no, not in the slightest. Like 2 more games probably. Yeah. 2 more games, 2 more medium lane games or 3 short games, and we are there. We are in the money. Bye bye.